Welcome everybody to Hare Baker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin for tonight's matchup, game 1 of 2 between the visiting Traverse City Pittsburghers and the home team, the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders. Second time that these two teams have met this season. They met earlier in Traverse City, part of a home-and-home. The third team of their home-and-home set, crossing over to the Great Lakes West. On the other side of the division, they've already been to Madison, and they just went to Wisconsin Rapids. And now their final road trip to the Great Lakes West begins tonight against the Dock Spiders in Fond du Lac. Traverse City with a no-hitter last night. Jacob Marcus throwing the first no-hitter in Traverse City team history. And they're looking to ride some of that momentum into this ball game and into this series, their final road series, before they return home for their second half home opener. A battle of first half champions, the Great Lakes East first half champions against the Great Lakes West first half champions. And this is how the Pittsburghers will stack up offensively in tonight's ball game. Zeb Rouse back in the leadoff spot playing left field. Michael Steigels, big jump in the lineup after 3 hits in the Wisconsin Rapids series. Batting second, playing first base. Miles Symington down 1 spot in the lineup, still playing right field. Chris Monroe, always batting number 4th. Not going to change anytime soon the way he's hitting. DHing Trey Younger, the second baseman, followed by Christian Faust, his buddy up the middle at short. Adam Proctor catching. Jake Arnold makes his debut at third base. And then Cruz Taylor, the center fielder, back in the lineup, rounding out the starting 9. Zeb Rouse swings and misses at the first pitch, fired by Sam Ireland, the Dock Spiders starter. Ireland, just his 3rd pitching appearance, first start. He's made 2 prior appearances, both out of the bullpen. And not until pretty recent, June 26th was his first appearance. Pitched 1 2/3 against Wisconsin Rapids, and most recently June 30th. 2 innings against the Wisconsin Woodchucks. So he's making his first start on the season. We'll look to give the Dock Spiders a couple innings of work, facing the first round through the lineup. A 2-1 count here to Rouse. Ireland deals, and Rouse swings and misses on an 89-mile-per-hour fastball. Zeb looking to get back on the right side of things. Hitting smack even 200 on the season. Looking to improve the mark here. A 2-2 pitch. And in the dirt, the count goes full to the leadoff hitter. Zeb was 1 for 4 in yesterday's game with a single to right center field, going the opposite way with it. The leadoff hitter in back-to-back days struck out and lined out twice, both hard lineouts. And he hits a fly ball to center field. Victor Scott from West Virginia back, and he will make the catch for out number 1 here in Fond du Lac. Ireland's last performance against the Wisconsin Woodchucks entered in a 2-1 ball game in the 8th inning and only gave up 2 base runners through 2 innings of work, as his team scored 5 runs in the top of the 9th, and he finished it off in the bottom half. Did not give up a hit. Michael Steigels, the first baseman, now batting. First pitch, curveball in for a strike. Steigels had a good series against the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. Was 1 for 3 in game 1, 2 for 3 in game 2. Had an RBI single in the first game, and the second game added on a walk to that, so he reached 3 of his 4 times. But hit the ball hard every single plate appearance. Quickly down 0-2, just shoots the bat out. And down the line past a diving first baseman. Steigels just flicks the bat out there on 2 strikes to protect, and it gets past a diving Connor Manthe at first into the outfield. Another single for Steigels, and he has now hits in 6 consecutive ball games. First Pittsburgher to reach base safely here in the first. Runner on with only 1 out. Getting now to the big bats in the lineup. Miles Symington, the right fielder in tonight's game, was the right fielder in both games yesterday against the Rafters in the doubleheader. Symington, a .265 hitter on the season. First pitch outside to him here was 1 for 3 in the second game of the doubleheader yesterday. Added on a walk. Scored a run in both games of the Rafters series. Big swing, lines it to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a hit. Steigels advances to second, and he will hold there. And quick offense happening here for Traverse City. And they get runners on first and second for the big man in the lineup, the big bat of Chris Monroe. Monroe having himself so far quite a season, is hitting .333, a team high. Is 5th in the Great Lakes East in batting average, 2nd in hits, and in slugging, 3rd in RBIs with 29. He picked up an RBI in both games yesterday, and a ball gets away from the catcher, Holbrook, and that will advance Steigels to 3rd, Symington to 2nd on the wild pitch. And now a great RBI opportunity for Chris Monroe at the plate. Runners on 3rd and 2nd with just 1 away, so all it would take is a elevated fly ball to the deep outfield, or even a ground ball could do the trick. Steigels is a good runner at 3rd. Monroe looking for RBI number 30 on the year here in this at-bat. The 1-0 pitch from Ireland. Fly ball down the right side. Chasing it is Lasco, and he's not going to get there as it dips into the pit spitter bullpen. And the count goes 1-1 to Monroe. Monroe ended the first half of the season in Kalamazoo, hitting multiple hits in 4 consecutive games. Snapped that streak yesterday when he went 1 for 3 in Game 1 with an RBI, but then he got right back to it as he went 3 for 4 in yesterday's game with 2 RBIs. Got his average up to .333, RBIs to 29, 4 shy of the league leader. 1-1 pitch from Ireland coming. Monroe grounder to short, that will do the trick. Play is made by Lofton. The throw's in time, but a run comes across to score. 30th RBI on the season for Chris Monroe. And the Pittsburghers lead early on 1-0 here. Monroe, the 6-3 ground out to score the runner. Steigels from 3rd. Symington, good base running, advances to 3rd on the slow roller to short. And now an RBI chance for Trey Younger. Younger, the second baseman for another game. As Mario Camilletti, not here for the trip, was at the Kalamazoo series, but has taken the last 2 games off and will be off for these 2 games in this Fond du Lac series before coming back and joining the team in Traverse City on Saturday. 2-0 count here to Younger. He had hits in both the games yesterday against the Rafters. In the doubleheader, just like Chris Monroe, 3 for 4 in yesterday's ball game with an RBI. 2-0 pitch here, and he's going to take that one for a ball. It's a 3-0 count now to Younger. Younger was 3 for 4 in the second game in a 6-0 win over the Rafters, and 1 for 3 in Game 1 of yesterday's doubleheader. 3-0 taking the whole way as Ireland finds the middle of the strike zone, gets the count now to 3-1. Still a good hitter's count for Younger. Trying to get a good pitch to hit here and attack it, try to drive it, and score Symington from 3rd. Ireland deals 3-1. Younger early on it. Just got a piece off the end of the bat, fouls it off, and the count goes full. Younger, a really good hitter. Hitting .262 this season, was .300 hitter last year in the Michigan pod. It's a full count here with 2 outs. The payoff pitch from Ireland. And Younger will waste it, foul it off, and stay alive for another pitch here. Traverse City making Ireland work Early on in the first inning, he's already thrown 20 pitches. Will take at least 21 here to get out of it. Younger trying to reach and get Christian Faust up to the plate. Another payoff pitch coming with the runner on third. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Inside. Younger backs out of it. And the throw down to third goes into the outfield. Miles Symington is going to come home to score. The catcher Holbrook tried to backpick Symington at third, but Sweet Chick, the third baseman, was not ready for the throw, and it just goes right into left field. And Symington easily scores on it. And now it's a 2-0 ball game. It's Holbrook's 5th error on the season. Now a 2-0 game as Christian Faust steps into the box. Had what you could call an unlucky game yesterday. In Game 1, hit the ball hard every at-bat, was 0 for 3. And in Game 2, 1 for 4, had a 2 RBI single up the middle to score Symington and Younger. 0-1 pitch here. That finds the outside corner. And Ireland ahead of Faust, 0-2. Faust from Grand Valley State University, hitting 194 on the season. Trying something new, shaving the beard. Trying to do anything to create a spark. A hit and run, and it goes through the vacated hole on the right side. And Younger will go first to third on the heads-up base hitting by Christian Faust. No, that's how you execute a hit and run. Younger steals, and Faust shoots it to the right side. And since Josenberger at second was moving to cover second base, that ball just went right through the hole into the outfield. And the inning continues. Pittsburghers threatening to strike as now Faust takes off. And Holbrook will just hold on to the ball as Proctor tried to do the hit and run, but he swung and missed. Faust will get to second base safely, though. So now runners on third and second with 2 away in the inning. 0-1 pitch coming here to Proctor. And Proctor shoots it foul out of play, and now he's behind 0-2. Same count that Faust was down in before he got a base hit to continue the inning. Lefty shift on, so Proctor has a big hole on the left side of the infield. Shortstop playing up the middle. The 0-2 pitch. And Proctor swings and misses, and the inning finally comes to a close. 7 batters come to the plate in the first, and the Pittsburghers score 2 runs on 3 hits. And will look to defend the lead as they go to the bottom of the first. And Pat Holfeld making the start for Traverse City with a 2-0 cushion early. We'll be back in a minute on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. 2-0 lead for Traverse City as they strike for two in the top of the first, and looking to defend the early lead on the mound is Pat Holfeld. Holfeld making his 9th total appearance on the season, but his 3rd start, a usual bullpen arm, made his first start against Battle Creek in a triple-header on June 27th. And his 2nd start, last time out 6 days ago against the Kenosha Kingfish, is 4-0 on the season with a 3 ERA and a 1.53 whip. That's walks plus hits divided by innings pitched. Holfeld's first pitch to Josenberger, a strike. Second pitch popped up on the infield. Jake Arnold moving over into foul territory and will make the catch for out number 1. Jake Arnold, that's his very first chance at third base, making his debut on the season at the hot corner, and is able to settle under it, make the grab. See if the smaller glove, an infielder's mitt for Arnold, if it affects him as he's used to the big first base mitt. Not there, though, as there's one away. Holfeld, 4-0 record, as I mentioned, and he picked up 3 wins in a row, 2 against Battle Creek, 1 against Kenosha, in 3 consecutive appearances. Got a no decision his last time out at home against the Kenosha Kingfish, as his team lost in extra innings 5-4. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 runs. Now faces Victor Scott, the center fielder from West Virginia. He fouls off 2 pitches, quickly behind in the count 0-2. Scott is a .329 hitter on the season. 2 for 5 yesterday against the Madison Mallards. 0-2 pitch here to Holfeld and deals low. Scott with hits in his last 3 games. Last time he faced the Pittsbitters was 0 for 3 the first game, but then 2 for 4 in game 2. 1-2 and Holfeld sails one high. Count evens up now at 2-2. Victor Scott, this is his 20th game on the season. In the Pittsbitters series back on June 14th and 15th, those were his 2nd and 3rd games, respectively, on the year. Now the 2-2 pitch from Holfeld, lined right side. Younger makes the grab. Spin throw to first in time. 2 away. A great defensive play from the utility infielder from Wofford College. Takes a hit away from Scott as he fields one in the hole between first and second base. And there's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first. Two outs. That will bring in Jackson Lofton, the shortstop for the Dock Spiders. First pitch to him, a slider, misses off the plate. Lofton hitting .307 on the season. Fastball just in off the plate. 2-0 count to Lofton. Has himself a good 7-game streak going here with hits. Pops one up right side. Shallow right field. Symington coming on, and he's going to make the catch. No, not going to make the catch. In and out of his glove in foul territory. Luckily for him, it's in foul grounds, so Lofton will just get another chance at the plate. A play that Symington usually makes, and it's very similar play to the one he made last night, coming in hard from right field, sliding to make a catch and preserving Jacob Marcus's no-hitter in the 7th, and the very next batter would be the final of the game. Similar type of catch, didn't have to slide for this one, just in and out of the glove, and Lofton gets another chance. 2-1 now, the pitch from Holfeld, low, it's now 3-1. And Lofton trying to make the most of his second chance here. That play would have ended the first. Instead, the at-bat continues. And on 3-1, he takes a strike. Count goes full against Holfeld. That's his 12th pitch. Would have been out of the inning on just 9 pitches had that ball been made. 3-2. Fouled off. Lofton will stay alive. Holfeld looking for a quick 1-2-3 first and get his team back at the plate as they were rolling in their top half. Trying to keep that momentum rolling into the second. First, got to get Lofton out here. The 3-2 from Holfeld. Deals. Takes on the inside corner. Just a little off. And Lofton does make the most of his second chance and will reach base safely with 2 away here in the inning. And now you got to be aware of a stolen base. Proctor, a great catcher behind the plate with a great arm. But he's going to have his work cut out for him this game if a lot of Dock Spiders are able to reach, as they lead the Northwoods League in stolen bases. And it's really not even close. These are the top 2 teams in stolen bases in the league, Traverse City and Fond du Lac. That ball into right center field. Symington lays out, can't make the catch. It's down in right field. Relay coming in, and the run is going to score. An RBI double from the catcher, McGuire Holbrook. And that a result of Symington dropping the ball in right field that would have ended the inning. Instead, it has continued, and the Dock Spiders get themselves on the scoreboard, making the most of the extra chance.
That was perfect. What did you do? So we did a green screen and we had some of the players do some like funny stuff for us to put on the video board, and McGuire did one.
Lead cut in half now, and a base hit could tie the game potentially, as Holfeld throws here and slips on the mound and kind of falls. Holbrook doubles in. The Dock Spiders' first run now sits on second base. As I was saying about the stolen bases, Traverse City second in the league in stolen bases, Fond du Lac in first, and Fond du Lac has 32 more stolen bases than Traverse City. The Dock Spiders have stolen 118 bases, Traverse City 86. A big discrepancy there. So Proctor might be busy behind the plate tonight. A 2-0 count here to Connor Manthe, the Dock Spider first baseman. Holfeld having to throw a lot more pitches than he would have had. Would have been out of the inning on 10 pitches if Miles Symington made the catch in right field. Instead, the inning continued. Lofton walked. Holbrook doubled. Gets the Dock Spiders on the board. He's now thrown 18 pitches, and he has a 3-0 count to Manthe. Looks in, gets the sign. Holfeld deals 3-0, a slider in for a strike. Manthe is a .279 hitter, was 1 for 3 in his last game against the Rivets. Did not play in the Madison series. Looking to make an impact here, the 3-1. Chopped, left side. Faust makes the play, the throw to first, in time to end the inning. But Holfeld had to throw 10 more pitches than he would have had to, as the Dock Spiders score on the extra chance on the dropped pop-up by Miles Symington. They cut into the lead, now 2-1. Through 1 inning of play. We'll go to the second here on Pitch Pitter Radio. Welcome back to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. 2-1 the score as the pit spitters struck in the first, and the Dock Spiders made the most of an extra opportunity. Got a walk and then a double with 2 outs to cut the lead in half. As we go to the second, Jake Arnold, the third baseman, will lead it off. First pitch, breaking ball, and Arnold lays off. It's a ball outside. 1-0 the count from Ireland. Arnold swinging and a miss on a high pitch. Ireland's given up a run for the first time this season. Came in with a 0 ERA. No runs had scored in his previous innings of work. A good pitch from Ireland just off the plate. But Arnold's able to lay off. Gets himself into a 2-1 hitter's count. The 2-1 pitch to Arnold, swing and a miss on a ball right there, not able to connect. And the count evens at 2-2. Arnold just a 157 hitter, but he's starting to figure it out. Was 2 for 5 against Kalamazoo a couple games ago. Was 0 for 3 against the Raptors yesterday, but was making good contact as he fouls one off here on 2-2, and he will stay alive for another pitch. Ireland faced 7 batters in the first inning through 27 pitches. Gave up a trio of hits and a walk and 2 runs. A 2-2 pitch here to Arnold, deals, and Arnold fouls it off of his foot, and then it goes into play, but it's a foul ball. Arnold walking it off as the foul ball off the foot. Definitely not a good feeling. He does have the shin guard there. We'll reset for another 2-2 here. Iron trying to retire Arnold to lead off the inning. And Arnold, little blooper into center field. Shortstop Lofton back, and he will make the catch, 1 away.
The center fielder from the University of North Georgia, number 9, Cruz Taylor.
Ireland starts the second the same way he started the first, with an out on a fly ball. But the pit spitters were able to gather themselves after that first out and put together some hits and a couple runs. Looking to do the same thing here. Cruz Taylor, the pit spitter center fielder, the 9th hitter in the lineup. First pitch in there for a strike. Second pitch hits it well to center field. But Scott will drift back towards the wall and make a catch. And now 2 quick outs for Ireland here in the second.
Back to the top of the order, and left fielder
We do get the top of the lineup back up with 2 away, no one on base. Zeb Rouse, who flew out to center field to lead off the game, back up. One of the unluckiest hitters in the lineup, you could say, as he swings and misses here, has had so many balls hit with mid-90s to high 90s exit velo, and just can't find the hits as he's only got 13 of them, a 200 hitter. High fastball. Zeb lays off. Zeb in his last 5 games has 5 hits. Rips one down the left side and foul. 1-2 count. Zeb trying to reach base with 2 outs and try to extend the inning. The 1-2 pitch from Ireland deals a breaking ball high. Zeb easily laying off of that one. Ireland tried the breaking ball to get a chase pitch potentially, but released high, and it's an easy take for Zeb. Count evens at 2-2 with 2 outs. Ireland set, goes into the windup, deals, and on 2-2 tries a high fastball, and Zeb takes that one. So the count will go full to the pit spitter leadoff hitter. trying to reach with 2 outs. The payoff. Misses the zone inside off the plate, and Zeb will reach with 2 away here in the second inning.
The first baseman, Michael Stiles.
Last time Steigels was up at the plate, he singled down the first baseline and then came around to score the first run of the game on Chris Monroe's 30th RBI on the season. Has hits now in 5 consecutive games. He's starting to find his swing. Takes a first pitch strike there across the knees. Good first pitch from Ireland. Zeb with a nice at-bat working the count and keeping Ireland from having a quick second inning. Now has to face another batter with the runner on first. Same part of the order that produced the 2 runs. 0-1 pitch. Steigels takes outside just off the plate. Maybe a little low. 1-1 even count now. Steigels just the second time this season that he's playing first base. And this is the highest that he has ever hit in the lineup in the 2-hole. 1-1 pick over, and it gets away. Goes to the down the right field line, and Zeb will take second as that ball goes out of play. Would have been on second anyway. An error on the pickoff. Ireland tried to throw over to Zeb through low, and Manthe wasn't able to pick it. Now an RBI shot for Steigels. If he can get a base hit, the 1-1. Outside off the plate. A good location, and Holbrook tried to do his best to frame it, but he misses off, and now it's a 2-1 count to Steigels. Did have an RBI single in yesterday's game. The 2-1, and that one a little more inside, finds the plate. A nice spot on the outside corner. Gets the count back even, now 2-2 with 2 outs. Ireland trying to work through the trouble. Ireland checks on Zeb at second, and the 2-2 pitch. And Steigels will foul it off down the left side towards the Doc Spider dugout, and will get himself another pitch here. Another long inning for Ireland. Next pitch will be his 20th. He threw 27 in the first. Now throwing at least 20 here in the second. Zeb leading from second in scoring position. The 2-2 inside off the plate. Steigels had to move out of the way, and the count will go full to back-to-back hitters. No one holding on Zeb at second. Doc Spider's not worried about him. Getting a good lead. A full count pitch now to Steigels. The payoff. Zeb goes, and Steigels just flicks the bat out and sends it out of play to stay alive in the count. No one holding Zeb on base. Usually with the right-hander, that would be the second baseman's job, and that is Tavian Josenberger. And with no one holding on Zeb, he can get a big lead and would have easily taken third if that had been a ball. Steigels fouls it. We'll get another pitch here. See if Zeb tries to take off again. Another payoff pitch from Ireland. Deals. That ball lined into left field. It's going to drop in for a hit. Zeb getting the wave. He's going to score easily. And the Pittsburghers get that run back. They gave up in the first. It's now 3-1. Steigels with singles in his first 2 plate appearances. Already increased his hit streak to 5 games. Now has a multi-hit game. 2 for 2 in just 2 innings of play. Solid hitting from Steigels, his 11th RBI on the season, and that will bring in Miles Symington, trying to continue the inning for Chris Monroe. First pitch to Symington, lines it right side on a 1-hop. Josenberger fields and will flick to first base. Inning over. But the Pittsburghers strike again, and they get the run back they gave up in the first. The lead back up to 2. It's 3-1 as we go to the bottom half of the second inning here on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Hare Baker Field in Fond du Lac. Pittsbitters get their run back they allowed in the bottom of the first. Increase the lead back to 2. They're up 3-1. As the bottom part of the order for the Dock Spiders will come around. It's the bottom 4 due up, 6, 7, 8 in this inning. Led off by the designated hitter, Josh Spiegel. Spiegel will lead off this inning. First pitch swinging on a slider from Holfeld comes up empty. Spiegel on the season, a .241 hitter. Made his first appearance against Traverse City on June 15th. Lines one into right field softly, and it's going to drop in for a hit in front of Symington. Spiegel leads off the inning with a hit. Enjoys Traverse City pitching. 1 for 1 here, was 2 for 5 last time he faced the Pittsbitters on June 15th. And increases his hit streak to 3 consecutive games. From one Penn State Nittany Lion to another, here's Jay Harry, the Dock Spider left fielder. First pitch to him, swinging, pops it up, out of play, straight back. Harry having a good year, hitting .309 in 21 games. Has hit safely in 3 consecutive games against Traverse City on the 14th. Made 1 appearance as a pinch runner, no at-bats, and then on the 15th started and went 0 for 4 with 3 punch-outs. Looking for more success here. One of the top averages on the Dock Spider roster, 5th on the team to be exact. Holfeld battling now. 1-1 count to Harry. First leadoff man he's allowed on. And Harry called time before the pitch. Luckily for Holfeld, as that one was a ball high. Spiegel over on first after leadoff hit. 1-1. Ball on the outside corner for a strike. Holfeld goes ahead 1-2. Dock Spiders do have the most stolen bases in the league, but pretty much no need to worry about Spiegel over at first. Has not attempted a stolen base on the season. The DH, a usual catcher, would not expect a stolen base here. 1-2 to Harry. Holfeld well off the plate. Didn't find the release point on that pitch. The count evens at 2-2 to Harry. Holfeld gave up a run in the first inning after Miles Symington dropped what would have been the 3rd out of the inning. And the Dock Spiders made him pay. Trying for a scoreless second. The 2-2 popped up left side. Jake Arnold drifts over and will make the grab of the same exact play as the ball that he grabbed in the first inning. Just in foul territory to the left of the third base bag. Makes it look easy over there, and there is 1 out here in the inning. Unproductive out from Harry, not able to advance the runner. Spiegel still at first, and now the bottom 2 in the lineup due up. Here's Ryan Lasko, the right fielder. Lasko, a .253 hitter for Fond du Lac, takes a first pitch up high for a ball. Had just 1 at-bat yesterday against the Madison Mallards, but he cashed in on a double. Came around to score. Pops one up. Back behind second base. Fouls the shortstop's back, but Cruz Taylor in center will take charge and call off the middle infielders. Make the catch 2 away here in the inning. Just like that, after the leadoff single, 2 quick outs, and Holfeld's not away from getting out of it. He'll have to face the third baseman, the final hitter in the Dock Spider lineup, Seth Sweetchick, playing third base for Fond du Lac. First pitch, fouls it off left side. Sweet Chick just a 190 hitter, but had a good series up in Traverse City. The last time these two teams met was 3 for 5 in the first matchup, and then 1 for 4 the next time, so total 4 for 9. As he faces Holfeld here with 2 away in the inning. Checks the swing, wasn't trying to make contact, but did, and it's now 0-2. Sweet Chick is the team leader in strikeouts with 30 of them, despite being 5th on the team in at-bats. The 0-2 coming from Holfeld. Deals. Sweet Chick, strikeout number 31, increasing his team lead in Ks as Holfeld gets his first and gets out of trouble. Gives up the leadoff single, but then retires 3 in a row. A quick inning for Pat, and we'll go to the third. Pittsburgh's up 3-1 here on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, here on Pittsburgh Radio. A new pitcher into the game for the Dock Spiders. Sam Ireland's night ends early, just 2 innings pitched, and Connor McKenna will enter here in the third. McKenna making his 8th appearance of the season, posting a 2-3 record. In 30 innings pitched, has a 5.1 ERA, 20 strikeouts to 16 walks. Facing his third Great Lakes East opponent, and when he faces the Great Lakes East, it has not been pretty. We'll face first the designated hitter, Chris Monroe. First pitch, high fastball. McKenna, 2 starts against Great Lakes East opponents, Kenosha and Rockford. Against the Kenosha Kingfish, pitched 4 innings, give up 13 hits and 6 runs. And then the very next start he made against Rockford gave up 8 hits and 6 more runs in 4 innings pitched. Traverse City will look to be the third Great Lakes East team to put up a crooked number on him. He deals outside here. It's a 2-1 count to a dangerous hitter, Chris Monroe. RBI ground out in the first, his 30th of the season, moves him into a tie for second in the Northwoods League in RBIs. 2-1 comes in, and now it's 3-1. Monroe's been hot lately, racking up RBIs, and has gotten himself towards the top of the league in that category. A 3-1 here. Up the middle, but snagged by the catcher, McKenna. A hard comebacker that McKenna snags to retire Monroe for out number 1.
Now the second baseman, Trey Younger.
3-0 swinging, and Monroe shoots one hard up the middle, but a nice play by McKenna retires him. 1 away now for Trey Younger. Younger walked last time up. Takes the first pitch here for a ball. Younger 3 hits in the final game yesterday. 4 hits total on the day. Swinging 1-0, rips one to right field. And it's going to go right to the right fielder, Lasco, for 2 outs. 2 hard hit balls for Traverse City and 2 outs for McKenna. Monroe liner up the middle, caught by McKenna. Younger, hard liner to right, caught by Lasco. 2 away for Christian Faust, the shortstop. Singled his first time around on a beautifully executed hit and run play with him and Younger. As Younger took off for second, pulling the second baseman, Josenberger, towards the bag, and Faust just chopped it right back where Josenberger would have been sitting to get himself a hit. 2-0 count here as McKenna deals outside, then high. Hitters count for Faust. Looking for his second base hit. The pitch rips one to the shortstop. Play made by Lofton, has to make the throw, and will do so in time to end the inning. A 1-2-3 frame of relief for McKenna. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. First scoreless frame for the Pittsbitters when we come back here on Pittsburgh Radio. Bottom of the third inning here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Top of the order coming back around for the Dock Spiders. Josenberger, the second baseman, will lead off. Popped out in foul territory to the third baseman, Jake Arnold, his first time up. Would have been the first of 3 outs to start the game. But Miles Symington dropped the ball to extend the first as the Dock Spiders scored, cut into the lead. But Traverse City got it right back in the top of the second. And Holfeld held the Dock Spiders off the board in the bottom half. Still a 3-1 ball game. Josenberger, hard rip into right center field. Cruz Taylor back, dives, can't make the grab. Ball's down out there. Josenberg going for 3. Faust relays to third, and it gets away. And Josenberger thought about making the scamper for home, but will hold up. A lead-off triple for Josenberger to start the third inning.
Here comes the center fielder, Victor Scott.
The second time that a Traverse City outfielder has come so close to making a diving grab, just not able to. That ball just out of the reach of Cruz Taylor. And Josenberger gets to third to start the inning. Victor Scott now at the plate, grounded out his first time up to second base. That would do the trick here as it would put the run across. And there's the grounder to second. Younger knocks it down, recovers, throws to first, and Scott out at first on a good recovery play from Younger. But the run does score on an RBI. One away in the inning. RBI ground out for Scott. Lofton now batting the shortstop, who walked his last time up, and that is what extended the inning with 2 outs. First pitch to him here, takes one low. Lofton popped out to Miles Symington in right field, but Symington was not able to squeeze it, went in and out of his glove, and then he would later come around to score the first run for Fond du Lac. Has a 2-0 count here, the same count he had when he flew out to right. Aggressive swing there, got just a piece of it, fouls it back. Count goes to 2-1. Dock Spiders get one back right away. A run in the first, a run in the third. 3-2 lead for Traverse City. Holfeld facing the same part of the lineup that scored in the first. Slider outside. It's now 3-1 to the Dock Spider shortstop. Leadoff triple for Josenberger. Scored on the very next pitch as Scott grounded out to second base. 3-1 pitch coming here. Holfeld deals on 3-1 and deals low. So for the second time, Lofton will walk down to first with the free pass. Second walk for him. Scored on a double by the man at the plate now, McGuire Holbrook. RBI double for Holbrook in the first, scored Lofton. Sitting at first here, and now Proctor has to be aware of a stolen base. First pitch swinging, lines it up the middle, gets to center field. Runner's going for third. Throw by Taylor is down in time. Got him at third base. What a throw by Taylor. Nails Lofton trying to go first to third on the single. And there are 2 away in the inning. That ball just getting in there. Taylor with a strike on a 1-hop. And a nice pick by Arnold at third and slapping the tag down on Lofton. Now 2 outs in the inning. Holbrook at first base on the single. And the first baseman, Connor Manthe, now at the plate with 2 away. Manthe grounded out to Faust at shortstop his last time up. Checks the swing there, but went around. And the count evens 1-1. Watching that replay, so close at the bag, but a good pick from Arnold. Able to get him. 1-1 count here. Holbrook over at first. Not running. The 1-1 is popped up. Back behind. Short. Cruz Taylor coming in. He will make the catch and end the inning. Great defense. Keeps Fond du Lac from scoring another run there in the third. A strike from Taylor gets Lofton, and the inning ends there. But the Dock Spiders do get one more. They trail by just one. It's 3-1 as we go. 3-2 as we go to the 4th inning here on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back for the top of the fourth inning here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Adam Proctor, the catcher, will lead off the inning. Bottom three due up for Traverse City. First pitch tried to check his swing, and it doesn't matter. He flicks it into left field for a single. And the shift definitely helped there as the third baseman, Sweetchick, was more towards the right. Proctor tried to check his swing, accidentally made contact, but got it into left field for a leadoff single. The first hit for him in this game after striking out in the first. That's good hitting right there. Leadoff single, now Jake Arnold at the plate. Arnold's had himself a good day so far at third base in his debut at the hot corner. Will now be looking for his first hit. Popped out behind second base to the shortstop his first time up. Little blooper foul in the right side, and the play will be made by the first baseman, Manthe, one away now.
The center fielder, Cruz Taylor.
Now the very bottom of the lineup, and the 9-hitter, Cruz Taylor. Hit one pretty well his first time up into center field, but not deep enough, as Victor Scott was able to go back about 20 feet or so and make a catch. Back-to-back North Georgia teammates, Arnold now Taylor. First pitch to him, he'll take high for ball one. Taylor trying to figure it out at the plate, having himself a tough season so far. Came into the game hitting 100, now a little below, on an 0 for 3 game yesterday with 2 strikeouts. That ball outside. Taylor has struck out at least once in 6 consecutive games, and 9 of 10. Trying to end the little slump he's in and get into one. Has a 2-0 count here. He'll take fastball on the outside corner for a strike. Fond du Lac shifting again for the left-hander, just like they do for Proctor. The shortstop, Lofton, playing on the first base side of second. Playing for a pole. 2-1. And a little dribble to third. Sweetchick to second for 1. On to first. An inning-ending double play for the Dock Spiders. Leadoff single goes to waste as Fond du Lac induces a double play. And the inning is over. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. 3-2 lead for Traverse City on Pittsburgh Radio. Back here for the bottom of the 4th inning. After a quick top half, Pat Holfeld back to work here in the bottom. Starting the same spot that the Dock Spiders started the 2nd with Josh Spiegel, the designated hitter. Spiegel floated a soft liner into right field, his first time around for a hit, to start the 2nd, but was left stranded there at first as the Dock Spiders went in order after that. A similar hit as the first one, a soft hit to right, but Younger is able to get back and make the catch on it for a 1 out. Speaking of pop outs, Jay Harry now at the plate, who popped out to Arnold in foul grounds his first time around. Harry going with no batting gloves, a classic look. First pitch to him from Holfeld, he'll take for a strike on the outside part of the plate. Holfeld trying to corral his pitch count. That ball just off the outside corner. You even count now 1-1. Holfeld's given up a pair of extra base hits so far. Try as a backdoor slider, can't get it to hit. And it's 2-1. Hitter count to Harry. The 2-1 well high. And Holfeld falling behind 3-1 to the Dock Spider left fielder. Trying to attack the left-handed bat. Here's the 3-1 from Pat. And he will miss low, and Harry will walk down to first. Dock Spiders have been able to put on a batter every inning. They have scored in the first and the third. Did not move the runner off of first in the second at the same part of the order. Ryan Lasko now, the right fielder. Grounds one left side. Faust dives, can't reach it. It goes into left field. A single for Lasko. First pitch swinging and finds the hole on the left side for a single. His first hit in the game. Now 1 for 2. As Holfeld finds himself in a little trouble here with Seth Sweetchick coming up. And the top of the order due up next. Got to make some good pitches here with runners on first and second, only 1 away. First pitch to Sweetchick outside. Pat did get Sweetchick looking at strike 3 his first time around. And Sweetchick is only a 190 hitter. Checks the swing there. Did not go on a ball out of the zone. It's now a 2-0. As Holfeld falls behind another hitter. 2-0 pitch now with 2 on. Deals. And Sweetchick chases the high fastball. Little antsy out there, waiting for the 2-0 fastball. Got it, but out of the zone. Went after it. It's now 2-1 as Holfeld tries to find his way back into it. Trying to induce a ground ball to end the inning. The 2-1, and Sweetchick will foul it straight back. And the count evens, 2-2. One of Sweetchick's best games came in the first game that these two teams played. Had a trio of hits. Holfeld trying to retire him for the second straight time. 2-2 pitch with 2 on. Holfeld waits a minute on the mound. And Sweetchick will call time. Could be just to keep the runners from picking up on his timing as the Dock Spiders steal a lot of bases. Looks in now for another 2-2. Gets the sign, trying to strike out Sweetchick for the second at bat. Looks at Harry at second. Deals 2-2. Lined left side, a fair ball into left field. 1 run's going to score. And Lasco is going first to third on the double by Sweet Chick.
Let's go. Time double for Seth Sweetchick here with 1 out in the 4th inning. Trailing no more. That ends the drought for him.
Game ties now at 3.
Top of the order, second baseman Tavian Josenberger.
And now the top of the order is back up for the Dock Spiders. That's Sweet Chick's first hit in 7 games. Ends the slump with an RBI extra base hit. Ties the game at 3. Top of the order back up. Tavian Josenberger at the plate. Had a triple his last time up to lead off the third. Came around to score. Now the Dock Spiders threatening to take the lead here. And they will do so there, likely. Taylor over will make the catch in left center field. Runner coming home, and he will just throw to the cutoff man as the Dock Spiders take the lead on the sacrifice fly from Josenberger.
Here now is the center fielder, Victor Scott.
4-3 lead now after the sac fly. Sweet Chick holds at second. Victor Scott now in. Has grounded out to second base, both at bats so far. First pitch swinging, grounds it to short. Faust makes the play. The long throw in time to end the inning, but the Dock Spiders take the lead. They scored 2 in the inning. They're now on top by 1, 4-3. We'll be back in just a minute on Pittsburgh Radio. Top of the 5th inning here in Fond du Lac, and the top of the order is up for Traverse City to start the 5th inning. Zeb Rouse, Michael Steigels, and Miles Symington due up here to face Connor McKenna, who went 1-2-3 in the 3rd, and basically 1-2-3 in the 4th. Gave up a leadoff single, but then got a double play to end the inning. Zeb Rouse rips one down the line, just foul. Down that left side, past third. Had a potential for extra bases had it been fair. First pitch swinging, has to reset now. McKenna's only given up the 1 hit to Adam Proctor. That one's going to fall in for a hit. Rouse, a little floater over the shortstop. Takes a big turn, but will retreat to first base with a leadoff single. Zeb busting it out of the box just in case the outfield is sleeping and not hustling to make a play. Second time Zeb has reached. He walked back in the second. Now singles. We'll bring in Michael Steigels, who was singled twice himself in this game. Singled in the first and came around to score. Knocked in a run in the second with a single. First pitch from McKenna. He will take low for ball 1. Steigels hits in 6 consecutive games. Down a run. A good play in here. Try to get that runner around and bring in Chris Monroe, the RBI leader on the team. Steigels rips at one here. Pop up, foul grounds. First baseman Manthe over will make the basket catch for out number 1. Second time Traverse City has popped out to Manthe over there at first. One away in the 5th. They'll bring in Miles Symington. Symington singled in the first inning. One for 2 in the game. First pitch from McKenna outside. Symington here looking for a base hit as he tries to make up for that error he had in the first inning. A hit here that moves Zeb around would be big. 1-0 pitch coming from McKenna, deals. Symington takes high for ball 2. Count now to Miles. Gets himself into a nice hitting count. The right fielder for Traverse City from Purdue University. Trying to do damage. 2-0. Big hack fouls it off out of play.
The umpires made the Align Energy call for the lights. Align Energy delivers energy solutions safely, efficiently, and responsibly, and provides exceptional service.
McKenna from Jefferson City, Missouri, in his 3rd inning of work, has not given up a run. Trying to keep it that way and hold the lead here in the 5th. Symington trying to break through. Still hitters count 2-1. And another big hack, but he fouls it off again, off to the left side, out of play. Same swing, same result for Miles, and now the count is evened up quickly to 2-2. 2 balls to start, 2 strikes to get it to 2-2. Zeb leading from first after his leadoff single. The 2-2 breaks. Misses the zone there, and the count goes full to Symington. Again with the shift. Fond du Lac shifting for every lefty in the lineup. Here's the payoff, actually. He's going to step off. Check Zeb at first. Make sure he's not trying to steal. Big hole on the left side. Should Miles hit it there. 3-2 pitch here. Zeb takes off. And the pitch is inside for a walk. But the ball goes into center field, and Zeb is going to go to third. Zeb was already going to be at second base as Miles walked to first. So there was no need to make the throw if you're Holbrook. I guess just in case it was a strike 3 call. And now a good chance to tie the game with the leading RBI man on the team. Second in the Northwoods League, Chris Monroe. Got an RBI in the first, but that was an RBI ground out. Not going to want a ground ball here, as it could potentially be an inning-ending double play. And instead he'll pop one up on the infield for an infield fly rule. It's going to drop, and Zeb is going to come in to score. The ball dropped on the infield, and it allows Zeb to score. They did get the force out. Miles at second base. Monroe does reach. And the game now tied at 4. A weird play there as Josenberger and Manthe couldn't decide who was going to grab it, so no one did. Would have had runners staying on the corners with 2 outs, and Younger would have needed a hit instead. Monroe gets an RBI, his second on the game. Now goes into sole possession of second place on the Northwoods League RBI list. Just 2 RBIs shy of Kenosha's Cam Redding, who has 33. Younger gets set, deals. That ball left side. Sweet Chick will field and throw the short route to second to end the inning. But the Pittsburghers do damage and tie the game up at 4. We're halfway through a 9-inning game. And we'll be back in the bottom half of this inning in just a minute on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Doc Spiders gave up 1 run in the top half of the 5th, so the Pittsburghers have tied it up at 4 on Chris Monroe's second RBI of the game, his 31st on the season. And on that weird play that they scored it on, as it dropped on the infield between the first and second baseman, Zeb Rouse came in to score to tie it. The Doc Spiders will be looking to get it right back here in the bottom half. They scored 2 in the 4th on an RBI double from Seth Sweetchick and then a sac fly from Tavian Josenberger. Pop up left side. Jake Arnold drifting over. And he's going to have room over there to make the grab. Has not had a ball on the ground to make a play on, but he's 3 for 3 on pop-ups and foul grounds. Arnold putting in the work over there at third in his first start there on the season. 1 away for McGuire Holbrook. He has 2 hits, 2 for 2, a double and a single. First pitch from Holfeld comes inside, almost got him. Holbrook knocked in the first run of the game back in the first inning for the Doc Spiders as they cut the lead to 2-1. Line to short. Faust on the one hop off his glove. Recovers and will not be able to throw in time. Holbrook reaches safely on what I'm going to assume is an E6. Faust, usually one of the better fielders on this team, one of the most reliable guys, but not able to make the play there. I guess it's a single. So Holbrook will have his third hit, although I would give that an error on Faust. It's a routine play. Runner goes. Proctor's throw down in plenty of time to nail the runner, and it doesn't even matter that he reached base. Proctor nails a runner in back-to-back games. Had Holbrook by a little bit there. A nice scoop and tag by Younger. And Holbrook immediately erased. Strong throw by the Michigan State catcher. Not many guys take a bag on Adam Proctor. And now a fly ball to right could end the inning. Miles Symington racing towards the foul line and will make the grab, puts the squeeze on it, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 frame for Holfeld keeps the game tied at 4 as we go to the 6th inning of play here on Pit Spitter Radio. Welcome back for the 6th inning here at Harry Baker Field in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. A 1-2-3 frame aided by Adam Proctor nailing a runner trying to steal gets us to the top of the 6th, and Christian Faust will lead off. First pitch swinging, a breaking ball, and Faust comes up empty. McKenna back to work. His 4th inning of relief on the mound. Finds the outside corner there on a fastball, and it's quickly 0-2 to Faust. Faust singled in the first and grounded out too short his last time up as an 0-2 pitch here. Swing and a miss, 3 pitches, 3 strikes. McKenna starts the 6th with his first strikeout of the game, just the 2nd total for a Doc Spider pitcher. The only other bat to strike out in the lineup, up right now, Adam Proctor struck out in the first against Ireland. Singled his last time up, but was later retired on a double play ball. The third baseman, Sweet Chick, is in on the grass against Proctor, and that's what aided Proctor's hit in his last at-bat, as he just checked one past Sweet Chick. Swings, breaks the bat on a foul ball. Bat just shatters there. And Proctor has to get a new piece of lumber. Steigel's given him a new bat from the dugout, as Proctor will reset. Wondering why Sweet Chick is so shallow on Proctor. Could be in case the lefty tries to put down a bunt against the shift. But Proctor, a powerful bat if he rips one that direction. 1-1 outside and high. Now a 2-1 hitter count to Proctor. Has a humongous hole between Sweet Chick and Lofton at short. Swing and a miss there, and the count evens at 2-2. McKenna looking for back-to-back strikeouts now after getting his first one. One batter ago against Faust. Proctor now has to protect the plate, the 2-2. Popped up, foul out of play. And I think Sweet Chick is protecting against a bunt, as now with 2 strikes, he has retreated and is playing where shortstop would usually be playing. Playing the lefty shift against Adam Proctor. The 2-2 again. Swing and a miss. Proctor goes down swinging on strikes for the second time tonight. And back-to-back strikeouts for Connor McKenna. 2 away in the 6th. Now Jake Arnold, the third baseman, has been active on foul balls over to the left side. Has made all 3 chances. Tries to extend the inning with 2 outs. Swings at the first pitch, shoots it down the right side, out of play, foul ball. Arnold, a pair of pop-outs in the game. Popped out to short and has popped out in foul territory to the first baseman. 0-1 pitch from McKenna. Swing and a miss. A nice off-speed from McKenna had Arnold out in front. And it's 0-2. He could strike out the side. Arnold trying to continue the inning. The 0-2 pitch. Inside. Backs out. And it's 1-2. Arnold just trying to reach to prevent a 1-2-3 frame. 1-2 now. McKenna deals. And Arnold goes down swinging on a nice off-speed from McKenna. He strikes out the side, and the game remains tied at 4 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning with the middle part of the order coming up for Fond du Lac on Pittsburgh Radio. Bottom of the 6th inning here in Fond du Lac at 4-4 tie. As Pat Holfeld remains on the mound and will look to get through this 6th inning before likely turning it over to his bullpen. Has given up 4 runs. First pitch to Spiegel inside off the plate. Spiegel singled his first at-bat, popped out to second his last time up, has gone the opposite way both times. That ball chopped to third. Arnold Fields has to make a long throw and will sail it into the Traverse City dugout. Spiegel will reach on the error by Arnold.
That will bring up the left field.
Sailed that one
Harry.
over the head of Steigels. Rushed his throw. He had time to make a good throw, but sailed that one. And the leadoff man will reach. Bottom 3 in the lineup. This is where 2 runs were scored in the 4th inning. Jay Harry walked his last time up and scored. First pitch swinging, fouls it off, out of play. Arnold was perfect on pop-ups. His first real chance on a ground ball. Fielded it cleanly and then made a wild throw to first. Spiegel leads off on the air, gets to second as it went out of play. And Harry lines up the middle, caught by Faust. Full extension, reaches out with his glove, makes the grab. And Spiegel had to retreat back to second to avoid being doubled up. Harry hit that one hard on the screws, and I think Faust playing towards second, holding on, Spiegel helped out a little bit. As that one gets into center field, Spiegel could have came around to score and give his team the lead. Now 1 away for Ryan Lasko. Lasko singled and scored last time around in the 4th inning. Ball in the dirt, a good block by Proctor. Has been all over it tonight. Keeping balls in front of the dirt, has thrown out a runner. The only stolen base attempt by Fond du Lac snuffed out. Lasko 1 for 2 tonight. Slider and a good hold. Traverse City bullpen is active. Can't see who's down there from my vantage point, but there is an arm getting loose. A 2-0 pitch coming to Lasko. Holfeld deals. Lasko swing and a miss. A nice off-speed pitch from Holfeld has him out in front. It's 2-1. Lasko scored last time. He reached on Josenberger's sac fly, trying to reach again. A base hit could potentially give the Dock Spiders the lead. 2-1. Swing and a miss, the same pitch he just swung and missed on as Holfeld gets him out in front again, and he evens the count at 2-2. Trying to hold Spiegel at second and not allow the leadoff error to hurt him. Has a 2-2, see if he comes with 3 straight changeups, or if he tries something else against Lasko. Got him on 2 changeups in a row. Now the 2-2. Looks at the runner, and now time called. Holfeld seems a little upset that time was called. Finding himself into a groove on those last 2 pitches. Wondering what pitch Proctor will call here. Now Holfeld himself will step off and gather. Big pitch coming. Trying to hold Spiegel at second. A 2-2 now. Holfeld ready. Deals on 2-2. In the dirt, but a good block by Proctor. Keeps it in front, and the count goes full to Lasko. Walk wouldn't be terrible, as it would set up a double play ball. But, of course, trying for the strikeout on 3-2. Full count pitch. And he deals. Swing and a miss. Got Lasko chasing on another changeup. A big second out. Hold Spiegel at second. 2 away. And now Josh Rebant, the pit spitter manager, out to the mound. And I think that's all for Holfeld, and it is. He makes the motion to the bullpen, and we'll have a new arm come in to face the last hitter in the lineup, Seth Sweetchick, with the go-ahead run on second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th when we return on Pit Spitter Radio. Welcome back. For the bottom of the 6th inning, new pitcher Kobe Griner wearing Josh Rebant's number 19 uniform as he changed numbers, was wearing 38, I believe, 38 or 39. A bigger jersey, so Rebant helping his guy out there as Griner, a slimmer guy, giving them a smaller jersey. The side armor from University of Arkansas, Fort Smith, to face Sweet Chick and get out of the inning. Griner has been solid this year when he has pitched in games, a 1.23 ERA. Sweet Chick to right field, Symington in, and will make the catch to end the inning. Griner just needs 2 pitches to get Sweet Chick, end the inning, and we're through 6, still tied at 4. 3 innings left to play in a tightly contested cross-divisional matchup. We'll be back for the 7th in just a minute on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, for the top of the 7th inning here. The bottom of the order, Cruz Taylor, the last hitter in the lineup, will lead off, and then the top of the order will come back around. The only part of the lineup that has so far been able to do anything against Connor McKenna, who has kept the Pittsburghers off balance through 4 innings of relief, has given up just 2 hits and the 1 run in the 5th, although you could argue Traverse City shouldn't have scored as Zeb Rouse came around to tie the game on an infield pop-up. First batter, Cruz Taylor, takes one in for a strike. Sweet Chick again shifting, so he's at third by himself, protecting the whole left side of the infield. In on the grass in case Taylor puts down some kind of a bunt. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and now Sweet Chick will back up and go farther back as Taylor will not be bunting with 2 strikes. McKenna just struck out the side in the 6th, looking for 4 in a row. 0-2 to Taylor, trying to get a chase, spikes one in the dirt. Blocked by Holbrook, but no swing by Taylor. Now a 1-2, still ahead in the count. Deals, and Taylor rips one to the vacated hole because of the shift, and will lead off the 7th with a single. The shift giveth, and the shift taketh away. Normal depth would have been able to make a play there, as the shortstop likely would have fielded it. But when you move the fielders to the right side against the lefty, you leave a big hole on the left side, and Taylor used that to his advantage. And good for him, as he's been struggling as of late. So nice to see him get a hit and get on base to lead off for the top of the order. Zeb Rouse has been on base twice, a walk and a single in his last at-bat against McKenna. And he would come around to score to tie the game in the 5th inning. Singled to lead things off. Was only the second hit allowed by McKenna. Now 3 on Taylor's single, ending a skid and ending the streak of 3 straight strikeouts by McKenna. 1-0 swing and a miss by Zeb there. Hunting the pitch on the outside corner, came up empty. 1-1 count for McKenna. That his 50th pitch thrown. Pitch count, nothing to worry about here. A usual starter, so he can give a lot of innings. Gets set for the 1-1. Taylor leads from first. And the ball low, so Rouse gets himself into a hitter's count, 2-1. Both times that Zeb has been on base, he has come around to score. The top of the lineup, producing all 4 runs for Traverse City so far. 2-1. Zeb unleashes, foul ball, right side, might be in play, and will drift into the seats harmlessly for the second strike. And the count evens again at 2-2. McKenna struck out 3 in the 6th, struck out the side. Had Taylor down to 2 strikes before he singled. Zeb now has to do a little 2-strike hitting of his own. 2-2 count. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Couldn't catch up to the pitch on the outside corner. And he will go down. The 4th strikeout by McKenna. 1 away in the 7th. That's going to bring in Michael Steigels, who started his day hot. Started with hits in his first 2 at-bats and then popped out in foul grounds his last time up to the first baseman, Manthe. Has Taylor on first with 1 away here. Runner goes, trying for the hit and run, and Steigels fouled it off. Oh, 1 count now. Steigels just got a piece to foul it off. See if the hit and run's on again on 0-1. Taylor does not go, and Steigels lines it to second on the short hop, fielded on to second for 1, and there's a double play to end the inning. Timely defense by Fond du Lac. A little bit of a lucky play by Josenberger on the hop, and he gets out of the inning. Still tied at 4 as we stretch here in Fond du Lac and go to the bottom of the 7th on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back. Bottom of the 7th inning here. A new pitcher on as Kobe Griner came in, did his job, got one out to get out of the 6th, and the new arm is Will Mabry, the sophomore from the University of Tennessee, making his Pittsburgh debut in this game. Last pitched for Tennessee on the 30th of May against Arkansas. Pitched in the SEC championship game. Pitched 2/3 of perfect baseball. 1-1 count now as he gets a swinging strike from the leadoff hitter. Josenberger is 1 for 2 with a triple and a sacrifice fly. And that ball fouled off. Josenberger a switch hitter, so he turns around against Mabry. Mabry's stats on the season, 1.12 ERA in 12 relief appearances at Tennessee. 8 total innings pitched, 8 hits, just 1 earned run, 9 strikeouts to 2 walks. Went with Tennessee to the College World Series and gets a strikeout looking in his first at-bat of the summer. Josenberger goes back to the bench looking on strikes, 1 away. Mabry with the Volunteers at the regional and the super regional in Knoxville, Tennessee. And then made the trip to Omaha, Nebraska for the College World Series. Did not pitch in the College World Series, but was there as his Volunteers were eliminated by the Texas Longhorns. Now facing the lefty, Victor Scott puts down a drag bunt. It's a good one, and no one's at first base to cover. A perfect drag bunt by Scott, using his speed to his advantage, and breaks out of the 0 for 3 skid he was in this game with 3 consecutive groundouts. You can't defend a perfect bunt like that from Scott, and he gets on with 1 away. I'll bring in now Jackson Lofton, a guy who has not really had to swing the bat today, has walked in his first 2 at-bats, and then popped out to foul territory to Jake Arnold at third his last time up. Scored on the walk in the first inning. First pitch from Mabry outside. One-0 pitch on the inside corner from Mabry. Mabry arrived during the Traverse City's last home stretch. Pick over but Scott back. But was not activated until this current road stretch after the Kalamazoo series was active as of the 6th. So was ready for the Rafter series, but was not needed. Makes his debut today. Replaces Jesse Heikkinen. One left-hander leaves, another one arrives. Swing and a miss on the 2-1. The count evens up at 2-2. And Scott over there at first has not tried to run yet. Has 16 stolen bases in 20 attempts this season. Has been caught 4 times. Proctor's already nailed a runner in this game. Should Scott try to go? The 2-2 pitch doesn't go, and it comes inside, just off that inside corner, and the count goes full to Jackson Lofton. Lofton looking for his first hit. Has already been on twice, though. See if Scott takes the full count pitch and goes. Will hold again, 3-2. Dealt low, and Lofton for the 3rd time will walk and get the free pass to first base. And now you put speed on the bases. Scott got himself down to first with a bunt single. And then the walk moves him to second. So you have speed and scoring position with only one away in the 7th. And a guy at the plate who is 3 for 3 with 3 hits. All those hits coming against Pat Holfeld. Had an RBI double in the 1st, a single in the 3rd, a single in the 5th. Proctor caught him trying to steal in the 5th after that single. But he has 3 hits. The rest of the Dock Spiders combined have 5. So having himself a great offensive night. All those hits against Holfeld. Now a new pitcher facing the lefty. But with Scott's speed, if he gets a 4th hit, Dock Spiders will likely take the lead. First pitch to him here. Swings and shoots it down the right side. And that ball's going to drop in for a hit, his 4th of the game. Scott giving the wave. He's going to come in to score. The throw goes to second, and the tag is applied to retire. Holbrook trying to stretch it into a double, but he does the job and gives his team a lead. 4th hit of the ball game. 2nd RBI. And the Dock Spiders take a 5-4 lead. Got a little greedy and tried to stretch it, but he did what he was supposed to do. Gets the run in. Fond du Lac on top, 5-4. Runner on 3rd with 2 outs for Connor Manthe, who was 0 for 3. Manthe's grounded out and flew out twice. All 3 of his outs to end the inning. Mabry trying to get him to end the inning again here and get his team back up. Pittsburghers will have Symington, Monroe, and Younger coming around. Some of their best hitters as they look to come back in this game. Mabry deals on 1-1, and that ball low. So a 2-1 count now to Manthe. 2-1 misses off the plate outside. It's now 3-1 to the Dock Spider first baseman. Manthe has not made the best of contact. A grounder to short and a fly out to center and left. Watches the 3-1 inside. It's a 5-pitch walk. Second walk issued by Will Mabry. And Manthe will go down to first. Runners now in the corners with 2 outs. And now you have to wonder if Holbrook didn't try to stretch into a double, what could be going on here? Would be bases loaded with only 1 away. Instead, corners with 2. And the designated hitter, Josh Spiegel, coming to the plate. Rebant checking on the bullpen to see if a new arm's ready. He might want to go to one. First pitch to Spiegel, a breaking ball in for a strike. Spiegel 1 for 3, singled his first time up. Popped out in the 4th and then reached on an error in the 6th. Facing a lefty now. Grounds one right side. Younger makes the play and flips to first to end the inning. But the Dock Spiders take a lead. They're back on top by 1, 5-4 as we go to the 8th inning. 6 more outs for Traverse City to come back in this ball game and avoid losing 2 of 3 to start the second half. We'll be back in a minute on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Fond du Lac. The Dock Spiders took a 1-run lead in the bottom of the 7th, so now the Pit Spitters again will play from behind. They successfully came from behind in the 5th inning after they fell behind 4-3 in the bottom of the 4th. Tied it up in the top half of the 5th. Trying to do so again, but against a pitcher that has been really good. Connor McKenna in his 6th inning out of the bullpen has only allowed 3 hits and 1 run. Symington leading off the inning. Watches one high and outside. Symington's 1 for 2 today. Singled and scored in the 1st. Walked his last time up in the 5th. 1-1 pitch. Watches it on the outside corner. Breaking ball in there. Backdoor for a strike. And McKenna ahead in the count 1-2. Has struck out 4 batters in his 5 innings. Has Symington down to 2 strikes. The 1-2. And Symington liner to left center field for a leadoff single. And just like that, the tying run is aboard to start the 8th. Traverse City led off the 7th with a single, and then a strikeout, and a ground out double play ended the inning. So far, every time Traverse City's put a runner on base, in the 4th and in the 7th, their leadoff man, they got a single. A double play ended the inning. In the 5th, they managed to score the run, but that was really a fluke type of inning as they scored on an infield pop-up. Chris Monroe, the batter now, with Symington on first. Watches the first pitch high. Monroe 0 for 3, though he has 2 RBIs in the game. Looking for a knock here to move Symington over into scoring position. Ahead 1-0, the pitch. Watches it low and outside and gets himself into a good hitter's count 2-0. Streak on the line as Monroe has hit safely in 11 consecutive ball games. Hitless tonight, though. Has a good count to hit on here, 2-0. Swing and a miss on a high, looked like a off-speed pitch, maybe. Comes up empty, still a good count to hit in, though, 2-1. As McKenna tries to battle back. Monroe has lined out to McKenna and reached on a fielder's choice. 2-1. Monroe down the right side, drifting towards the line and dropping just a little foul. About a foot or so to the right of the line. Just missing a single that would have moved Symington to second, potentially third, if he got a good jump on it, and now he has to protect in 2 strikes. Count evens at 2-2. Monroe RBI ground out in the 1st, RBI fielder's choice in the 5th. Looking for his first hit, the 2-2 pitch coming from McKenna. Runner goes, and Monroe will foul it off the right side, out of play. A decent count to run on the hit and run. Because with 2 strikes, you have to protect the plate. So if you can put it in play, it could be a nice hit and run. And Symington had a great jump, but Monroe had to protect the plate and fouls it off. So we'll do the 2-2 again. See if Symington tries another stolen attempt. The 2-2 again. Doesn't go. The pitch swung on and missed. A nice breaking pitch from McKenna. Had Monroe out in front of it, and that hit streak now in jeopardy as we're late in the ball game in the 8th inning. Gonna have to hope his offense starts producing some hits, some base runners, and some runs, and get him up again in the 9th as he's 0 for 4. Trey Younger, the batter now. Both him and Monroe were 3 for 4 in Game 2 last night against the Rafters. Hitless so far today. First pitch to him on the hit and run, gets through. They will, though, get the out at first as the Doc Spiders were able to get Younger out. That's a perfect hit and run there. But because the shortstop covered the bag against the right-hander, usually the opposite side covers. Had second base covered the bag, that would have been an easy hit through the right side, but shortstop Lofton covered instead, so Josenberger was able to make the play. And now there's 2 outs with the tying run in scoring position for Christian Faust. Mound visit first between Holbrook and McKenna. Faust came through with a 2 RBI knock in Game 2 last night. Trying to come through again with an RBI knock here. Is second on the team in RBIs. But Monroe keeps going farther and farther ahead. He's now up ahead 13 RBIs of Faust. First pitch to him here. Low and outside. And Holbrook's able to pick it out of the dirt to keep it from going to the backstop. Symington, a good runner at second. Has a good chance to score on a base hit. 1-0 the count. No one holding on Symington, so he gets a big lead. And Faust watches one low and away. He's ahead 2-0. A good hitter's count for the Traverse City shortstop. He singled already in the first inning on a hit and run. Trying to get a pitch on 2-0. McKenna looks at Symington a few times and deals. And low again. And Faust ahead in the count 3-0. For matchup purposes, Adam Proctor, the left-handed bat, is on deck against the right-handed pitcher should he reach. Should Faust reach, and Proctor should come up. See if he gets a green light on 3-0 or if he's taking the whole way. The pitch. And he takes the whole way, and it's low. 4 consecutive balls to Faust. He will walk down to first, and the inning will extend for Adam Proctor. But first, a mound visit for Fond du Lac might be to get a new pitcher into the ball game. Manager walking out there as Adam Proctor is set to go. Has a hit already in the game. Would need a second hit to bring in the tying run. Extra bases could give the Pittsburghers the lead. Proctor does have 2 long balls on the season, but he has struck out twice, one of those times against McKenna. No pitching change. Fond du Lac sticking with McKenna, who's pitched 5 2/3 of strong baseball, has only given up 4 hits. The same amount of hits that Ireland gave up in just 2 innings, has given up 1 run, has only walked 2, and struck out 5. Adam Proctor trying to deliver in the top of the 8th inning. A base hit could tie the game. No infield shift now, so Proctor has more holes on the right side. First pitch to him from McKenna. Checks his swing and pops it out of play. Wasn't trying to make contact. The same thing that happened for his single in the 4th when he checked and inadvertently hit the ball into the outfield past Sweet Chick at third. That one goes out of play. It's quickly 0-1. Second pitch misses off the plate. Count evens at 1 to Proctor. Proctor due for one here. 10 RBIs on the season. Can add to it with a base hit. The 1-1. Swung on and missed on a good pitch to hit. Comes up empty, and now he has to protect the plate on 2 strikes. Proctor was 1 for 4 with a single against the Rafters last night. 1 for 3 the game before that. Hits in his last 2 games. 3 games now with his single here. Has to protect, though, with 2 strikes. McKenna looking for strikeout number 6. Trying to end the top half of the 8th. Checks on Symington. The 1-2 to Proctor. Swung on and missed. has gone down swinging for the third time tonight, and the inning is over. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Pittsburgh still trailing by a run on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Fond du Lac for the bottom of the 8th inning here at Hare Baker Field. Pittsburgh's down 1. They're going to need a 9th inning rally as John Buechelaer steps onto the mound to take on the bottom 3 in the Doc Spider lineup and keep the lead for the Spiders at just 1 run and keep it manageable for his team in the top of the 9th. Jay Harry, the first batter, 0 for 2, has walked and scored once. First pitch to him, Harry rips it into right field. Symington goes back, leaps, and makes a phenomenal grab out there in right field. What a catch. Fantastic catch. One-upping himself from the no-hitter saving catch he made yesterday. Leaps on a ball over his head and makes a phenomenal grab for the first out. Robs Harry of extra bases. What a grab. One away for Ryan Lasko. First pitch to Lasko outside. Buechelaer throwing the slider. Buechelaer on the season. One of the best arms, if not the best arm, in Traverse City's bullpen. 1-0 to Lasko. High fastball, misses. Buechelaer on the season has pitched 15 and 2/3 innings. Has faced 63 batters, given up 8 hits. Just 1 run unearned. No earned runs. 21 strikeouts to 4 walks. 2-0 pitch, swinging and missing is Lasko, and the count goes to 2-1. Buechelaer's last 2 appearances have been multiple innings, both against the Kenosha Kingfish. Struck out 3 in 2 innings on the 29th, 4 in 3 1/3 on the 2nd. 2-1 to Lasco. Deals low, trying to get the slider. Hasn't got the release point yet. And it's 3-1. Buechler with the most strikeouts of any relief pitcher. But is second on the team in Ks per 9 at 12.06, right behind O'Kelly McWilliams at 16 strikeouts per 9. A walk for Lasco. He's on for the second time tonight after a single in the 4th. He did come around and score after that single. As Seth Sweet Chick steps into the batter's box, he's 1 for 3 with an RBI double in the 4th inning. Struck out looking in the 2nd, lined out hard to Symington in the 6th. Buechler looks back the runner at first. Deals. Sweet Chick fly ball to right. Symington will come in. Will settle under and make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Now Buechler just needs to get through this top part of the order. Only needs 1 more out, and he'll look to get it in the form of Tavine Josenberger. Struck out looking last time up against Will Mabry from the right side. And with the right-hander back on the mound, he turns around from the left side again. Was 1 for 2 from the left side with a triple in the 3rd, a sac fly RBI in the 4th. He's had a pretty good night, 1 for 3. A run scored and RBI. Looking for 2 out hitting here. First pitch, rips one up the middle. Faust grabs it on the lining, sinking ball up the middle, and the inning is over. So we will go to the 9th. Pittsburghers need 1 run to tie, 2 to take the lead and get their closer on the mound for the bottom half. But first, they need to at least score 1 to tie and keep the ball game going, and we'll be back for that in a minute on Pittsburgh Radio. Welcome back to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin for the 9th inning of play here. Traverse City down a run, 5-4 as we enter the 9th. They need 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. And they'll start at the bottom of their lineup. New pitcher looking for the save is Ben Gorski. Already has 2 saves on the season, has a 2-1 record, a 2.42 ERA. 23 strikeouts to 12 walks. Has already faced the Pittsburghers this season in a 3-inning effort, gave up 4 hits, 3 walks, and 2 earned runs. And Traverse City will look to recreate some of that success here, trying to put on at least 1 runner for the top of the lineup. Arnold will lead off, pops one up right side. The first baseman, Manthe, over by the Pittsburgh dugout, and it will drift just out of play. Arnold has already popped out to the first baseman. So happy that one gets out of play. Gorski, a freshman from Rutgers University. 22 and a third innings pitched on the season. Most recently 3 innings against the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters. But has not pitched in 6 days. That game he gave up 4 hits, 2 walks, and 1 run in 3 innings. We'll look for his 3rd save on the season. Has the leadoff man Arnold down 0-2 in the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball right there for strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, 1 out to start the 9th. The 9-hitter Cruz Taylor in now. He singled his last time up. Trying to get a second single or any hit, any way to reach base. Down 1. First pitch takes outside off the plate. Zeb, Rouse, Michael Steigels due up. Monroe 5 batters away. A couple will have to reach for him to get on. Is 0 for 4, so his hit streak's in jeopardy if he doesn't bat this inning. 1-1 count to Taylor as a fastball finds the zone. Taylor's 1 for 3 with a single. 1-1 in the dirt. Goes 2-1 now. Hitters count for Cruz. That one bounced off the dirt, hit the umpire, Sal Fernandez, behind the plate. So Holbrook will walk out to the mound, talk to his pitcher to give Fernandez a second to gather himself behind the plate. A quick meeting is over. And Holbrook back, walking behind the plate to get ready. Taylor getting set on a 2-1. Someone's going to have to reach to get the tying run on base. Taylor in a good spot here. 3-1 now the count to him. If he reaches, the tying run will be on for the top of the lineup. The 3-1, swing and a miss from Taylor on what looked like an off-speed pitch. A full count now. Big pitch coming. Taylor trying to reach. The 3-2. Outside, and Taylor will walk down to first. And the tying run will be aboard in the top of the 9th. Big runner there as the top of the lineup comes up. Getting the tying run on base for Zeb. Good hitter at the top of the lineup. Already has a single in this game. First pitch to him, he takes a fastball strike on the outside part of the plate. Zeb walked and scored in the 2nd, singled and scored in the 5th. Has half the runs scored for Traverse City tonight in a 5-4 game. Trying to move Taylor around the bases here. 0-1 pitch to him. Grounded through the left side for a single, and Taylor will stop at second on the single from Zeb, and that moves the tying run into scoring position in the 9th. C&I single for Zeb, got it on the left side through the third baseman and shortstop, and now Michael Steigels the hitter. Steigels singled in his first 2 at-bats and already has an RBI today. An RBI single in the 2nd that scored Zeb Rouse from first. Down a run, the tying run in scoring position. First pitch to Steigels. He'll take for a strike right around the knees on a fastball. Steigels looking for his 3rd hit. Has multiple hits in back-to-back games. A 6-game hit streak for him. Looking for more here. Gorski looks and deals. Slider off the plate. Taylor getting an aggressive lead from second. Not saying it's a dangerous play to try to steal, because if you're caught, it's a big out, but he is getting a big lead. if he can get a big enough jump. 1-1, doesn't go. The pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. A breaking ball from Gorski that finds the plate. And Steigels now has to go into protect mode with 2 strikes. 1-2 count with the tying run in scoring position over at second base with 1 away. Gorski looks at Taylor at second, and again, deals 1-2. Slider, and Steigels just barely able to make contact on a slider that was in basically the other batter's box. Had to fully extend the arms to get the bat out there far enough, but just able to get a piece and stay alive and keep the at-bat going. A good chase pitch from Gorski did get the chase, but Steigels was able to fight it off. Both these teams now 9 hits, but Fond du Lac has more extra base hits and is why they're leading right now. Traverse City just trying to single the Dock Spiders to death. 9 hits, all singles. Another 1-2 here from Gorski. Fastball on the outside corner. Got Steigels looking for the second out. Second looking strikeout in the inning. And that one might have even been a bit off the plate. But gets the call. And the last chance for Traverse City at the plate now, Miles Symington. He's already played hero a couple times this year at the plate and in the field. In the field yesterday with the sliding catch to preserve the no-hitter. Walked off Wisconsin Rapids in the 9th inning earlier this season. First pitch to him, swings and fouls it off. Symington has a pair of singles in the game, a single in the first, a single in the 8th. One here would be humongous. Just trying to put one in play, force the defense to make a play, as Fond du Lac does commit a lot of errors. 0-1 pitch to Symington, low, and the count goes 1-1. Fond du Lac is 6th in the league in errors. 6th in the league in fielding percentage. You put one on the ground, make him make a play. The 1-1 now to Miles. Deals inside, almost got him, moves out of the way. 2-1 hitters count now to Symington. Stressful times here. 2-1 count with 2 outs. The tying run on second. Lead run at first. Chris Monroe in the on-deck circle, waiting his turn should he bat. 2-1 to Symington. And he will take outside. Ball 3, a 3-1 count now. And if Monroe should bat, he is the leader on the team in ribbies. Someone that you would want up. But Symington, a hot hand tonight with 2 hits. 3-1, let's see if he gets one to hit here. Deals. And he will take ball 4. Huge at bat from Symington. Reaches for the 4th time tonight, and now a mound visit for Fond du Lac before Chris Monroe bats with the bases loaded and 2 away in the 9th. What a time here. And for Monroe, this is his chance to solidify himself as one of the best hitters in the Northwoods League. He entered the game 2nd in the Northwoods League in hits. With a top 10 batting average, 2nd in RBIs. Only 2 shy now of the leader in RBIs, Cam Redding. A base knock here could tie him up for that lead. He already has 2 RBIs in the game, but no hits. So the 11-game streak comes down to this at-bat. A walk would tie the game. A base hit would most likely give his team the lead, but definitely would tie it. Gets ready to face Gorski here. Every pitch so big. First pitch outside corner for a strike on a fastball. Fernandez extending the zone a little bit on the outside part of the plate. The same pitch that Steigels struck out on looking. A couple inches off, but gets the call. 0-1 count now. Monroe set the pitch. Fouled back, and just like that, down to his final strike. Playoff atmosphere in July. Only the third game of the second half. There's still 33 to go after this, but this one feels like a postseason game. Tie and run 90 feet away, 0-2 pitch with 2 outs, bases loaded, and here it is. And Monroe will waste it and foul it off the right side and stay alive. Monroe struck out his last at-bat in the 8th after a pair of RBI groundouts and a hard liner up the middle that was snagged by McKenna, who will be in line for the win and will get the win if Gorski gets the save. Another 0-2 pitch coming to Monroe. Gorski deals. Slider off the plate. A good chase pitch. A pitch he got Steigels swinging at, but Steigels was able to just foul it off. And now the count 1-2 to Monroe. One of the best bats in the league. One of the best in the Great Lakes East. 1-2 now to Monroe. Deals. And again, Monroe will foul it off and stay alive in the count. Making Gorski work for it here. Gorski in the inning has given up a hit to Zeb Rouse and a pair of walks to Cruz Taylor and Miles Symington, but also a pair of strikeouts to Jake Arnold and Michael Steigels, and is now away from winning Game 1 of this 2-game set. Another 1-2 coming to Monroe. Gorski deals, and Monroe again will foul it off. Monroe is all over the fastball. We'll see if Gorski throws the breaking ball. Try to get a swing and miss, or at the very least, just try to get Monroe to hit into an out to end the game. But Monroe is fighting, not giving in. He's already fouled off 3. Another 1-2 pitch here from Gorski. Slider and a good take from Monroe. A really good chase pitch from Gorski, just a few inches off the outside corner. And now it's 2-2 as Monroe fights in the count. 28 pitches in the inning. Here's 29. The 2-2 pitch to Monroe. Breaking ball swung on and missed. A long at-bat for Monroe, but goes down with the bases loaded to end the game. Pair of strikeouts for Gorski in the inning. Strands them loaded, and Fond du Lac will take Game 1 of this 2-game series and win their second game of 3 against the Pittsbitters on the season. Timely hitting proved big for Fond du Lac, and the bottom of the order for Traverse City not getting the job done, as all 4 runs were scored between the top 3 hitters in the Pittsbitter lineup. Gonna need better success tomorrow if they want to avoid a sweep and a split of the series. Fond du Lac got a fantastic pitching performance from Connor McKenna, the winning pitcher tonight, who pitched 6 innings out of the pen and gave up just 1 run coming in the 5th inning. Pittsbitters stranding a good amount of runners, not able to cash in on all their opportunities. Left them loaded in the 9th and left 2 on in the 8th, 5 across the last 2 frames, and they will lose Game 1 of the series and their second game of the second half. Pittsbitters are back at it tomorrow against the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders right here at Hare Baker Field. That is going to be a 7:35 Eastern Time, 6:35 Central Time first pitch. The left-hander Jeremy Neff will battle against Tyler Shingledecker of Fond du Lac. And then Traverse City will return home on Saturday for their first home game of the second half when they take on the Madison Mallards. That's going to do it for me here at Hare Baker Field. 5-4 final. Fond du Lac gets the best of Traverse City. And I'm signing off. Have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you next